What's up, guys? Welcome to the Six Man Podcast. And usually we interview people here, but of course, my partner and I, si Carl, we like to shake things up from once a while. Once in a while. Because sometimes, di ba? Well, but the last 90%, it's usually me finding guests, talking to them, talking about their lives, how they are right now. But something that I really enjoy doing is just talking hoops. And that's pretty much it. And Carl has been a friend of mine for years already. And that's why here in this episode that you guys saw on Spotify or YouTube, depending on where you're checking this out, we're going to talk about the FIBA World Cup group stage, specifically the Philippines, where they are. We're in Group A, right, Carl?
Yes, sir. Yes, we are.
So now that we're in Group A, tapos na yung World Cup draw. I was there sa sa Araneta. And maganda yung festivities. They did it really well. I was expecting na magiging traffic, but no, maganda yung logistics. Hiniwalay nila yung mga VIPs doon sa Green Gate kung saan yung Novotel. Tapos they really had that background so that the VIPs can para may red carpet treatment, which is good.
Okay.
Talaga, hindi nila ginawang dadaan yung mga VIP sa likod. Ang ginawa nila is more of para these are the guys supposed to be celebrated, like Dirk Nowitzki, Luis Scola, Hamid Daddy, and Yao Ming. And Yao Ming daw is kinda I just want you were there. Kwento nga, you were there.
Wala ako sa Araneta actually. Nandun ako sa ball reveal ng Molten sa
ball reveal.
Araneta.
Okay.
Sa Uptown DGC.
Ano ball reveal? Like yung gagamitin nilang bola for...
Oo. As in may close-up look kami ng bola and everything. So, okay naman. Medyo mainit lang. Pero as expected, summertime in the Philippines. It is what it is lang naman. Pero, in fairness, mabait naman actually yung mga Molten people, yung mga FIBA people na nakausap na. Okay.
Si Dirk daw, I think yung lagi ko narinig is that Dirk Nowitzki is the guy that keeps on signing everything. Alam mo yung he doesn't know when to stop. He's just, I think that's what makes the Filipino people love him. Like outside the signing and everything, yung overall aura niya is more of because, di ba, sa Philippines, 50-50 pagdating sa LeBron fans. Like, we can't forget about the Mavs against the Heat noong 2011. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki was the shining grace or the hero of the Filipino people that don't like LeBron. So I think ganoon din yung love for Dirk Nowitzki.
Syempre.
Okay. Wait, Carl, last question. Like,
yes.
yung mga ID nyo as media, yung doon sa area, pwede mo dalhin yun sa Araneta or just for that area only?
Different pa yun.
Iba pa yun? So iba pa yung...
Oo, kasi doon sa FIBA, FIBA na naman. Doon sa Molten Ball Reveal, co-partnered with FIBA, syempre. Ano sila? Separate organizers pa sila. Kasi,
separate.
may yung usual na wristband ka lang. Na parang, nakalagay media. So, nice. Pero pagdating doon sa FIBA event sa MOA,
iba na sa Araneta?
Araneta, MOA na naman. You have to be credentialed enough. May credentials ka dapat. Dapat nag-apply ka ng 5 or 6 days before yung deadline to apply. So, dapat nakapag-apply ka doon and na-verify siya ng FIBA before ka ma-confirm for the Araneta draw event. And ako naman confirmed ako on both ends. Pero, sabi ng publication, bro, may event tayo sa BGC. Mag-BGC ka na lang muna, might as well.
Doon ka man nilagay.
Oo. Kasi alam naman namin na mas maraming magka-cover kasi nung draw event. Tsaka draw lang naman siya. So, totoo lang naman.
Draw lang naman.
In a sports writer's perspective, it's just a draw. Pero pagdating sa ball reveal, medyo unique. No one has seen it before pa. So,
hindi ko alam na may ball reveal. Sabi mo lang sa
Nagulat lang din ako.
Doon ba nag-perform yung Ben and Ben? Or iba pa yun?
Oo.
Ayun yun. So yun yung ball reveal. Kala ko Ben and Ben surprise concert lang. May ball event pala.
Hindi ko in-expect kasi I was expecting yung ball reveal daw around 2 p.m. or 1 p.m. daw. Tapos biglang may nagsabi sa akin, bro, mamamove yung event kasi may performance yung event. Like, may free concert. Good for everyone, pati ako. Kasi I also listen to Ben and Ben. So, good for me. May concert ako ng 2 in the afternoon.
That's fun. And guys, si Carl pala, by the way, part ng media, is a writer for IBT. So, definitely, mas credential din kaysa sa akin. He has the IDs and the everything. He's legit. And you can check out his IG and dami. Na doon yung post mo ng di ba? Yung mga past na media where you attended as part of the media. It's really incredible. So anyway, dito na tayo sa main na pag-uusapan natin. So what I enjoy. Medyo late, but sometimes it's hard to find a common schedule with everybody, especially for Carl and ako na magulo din yung schedule. I really can't say anymore kasi wala naman kaming technically day job. It's not an office job. So pag tinawag ng pera, doon tayo papakita. Parang okay, 8 p.m. Sige, dito ako. Anyway, so Group A. Group A, it's the Philippines yung first. With the way the draw went, it was automatic tayo. We said we're gonna be in Group A, we're gonna play in Araneta, and we're slot 3. And the reason nagmamatter yung mga numbers na yun is because of the scheduling, di ba? 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3. So that's the reason why. May nagtatanong kasi, bakit may mga number pa? Di ba? Ba't hindi nasa top yung Philippines? Doon sa scheduling kasi yan. Yun lang yun. Huwag nyo masyado i-overthink yun. I-overthink nyo yung para tayo magpa-perform sa World Cup.
Tama.
Anyway, so Italy is the first country to be drawn, Dominican Republic, and Angola. Let's first start, Carl, with Italy since they're supposed to be the strongest for this group. And checking out Italy, going to the FIBA website, the games and results, si Nico Mannion pa lang dito yung NBA player or ex-NBA player that played during the qualifiers. So and checking our last matchup with Italy when they beat us 108-62, and that's the reason why there's a lot of weight to when we picked Italy. Yung mga muka ni na LA Tenorio, parang may asim nung na-pull yung Italy. And that's because of the 108-62 box score that where we lost to them in China, right? That was in Foshan, 2019.
Yeah, if I remember correctly. Yes.
And that was a 46-point beating. So, but in that sense, yung time na yun, Marco Bellinelli was there, Gallinari was there. I remember a certain Daniel Hackett, mga ganon, and Luigi Datome. So, mga NBA players yun, except Daniel Hackett. I don't think if he was an NBA player. So, sabihin natin Nico Mannion lang yung maglalaro. Considering that Bellinelli and Gallinari is injured, Bellinelli is I'm not sure. Sorry. Is old. Like did not play old. What do you think? Like let's be unfiltered. Of course, that's what people tune in for dito sa podcast is us our unfiltered thoughts. When you first got Italy, ikaw ano na pumasok sa isip mo?
Shucks, 0-1. That's honestly the first thing that I heard of. That's the first thing I thought of.
0-1.
Hindi naman sa pagiging negative or anything about it. It's just that ang gusto ko kasi with when it comes to Italy, it's just that all of them are shooters. Generally, karamihan sa kanila, they know how to pass the ball. They know when to pass the ball, especially. Kasi everyone knows how to pass the ball, pero you don't know yung timing. Hindi mo alam kung kailan yung pwestuhan ba ng players ninyo. Pero when it comes to Italy, I'm always afraid of them playing together as a team, lalo na pag nasa World Cup. Kasi you have veterans like sino to? Simone Fontecchio, if I'm reading.
Nga pala, Simone Fontecchio. Simone Fontecchio. And the reason na alam ko yung pangalan niya kasi nag-game winner siya over the Warriors. I'm a Warriors fan, by the way. But that's for next time. That's for a different podcast. So yeah, Simone Fontecchio.
Yeah. I was trying to remember this something. Yeah. Anyways, when it comes to Italy kasi they play together as a team. Hindi sila magpasa at the right time. Kasi when it comes to us, pasa lang tayo ng pasa pero minsan walang purpose eh. I think that's one of the things that really worries me when it comes to Italy. And alam mo yun, then there's also the fact na potentially Paolo Banchero might appear for the Italian team at the World Cup. So that's another scary thing.
Actually, Carl, I just read something 2 hours ago. Pessimistic daw ang Italian basketball board about Paolo Banchero na. I was like, woo!
Ooh, okay. So
from 90% sure win to 88.
Ano naman, gawin natin mga 80.
Ano ba,
Joke lang.
80?
10, 8. Sige, let's give it a little bit, 80%. Kasi ang worry ko kasi when it comes to us, there's a sense of complacency. Hindi pagkakampante rin kasi tayo. I think we can be honest about that because I think we know na we've come so far. Yeah, we've done Puso a lot of time. It's just that, when you're at the world stage, Puso just doesn't cut it anymore. Hindi na pwede yung, hooray, panalo tayo, that's great. Hindi eh.
Wala nang, hindi
It
na
has to
uubra
be,
sa atin ngayon yung moral victories. I mean, I
oo,
think the last time na umobra, okay lang sa atin yung moral victories was back in 2013. I think that was the last time na we're gonna accept a moral victory. Kasi
yeah.
when we knew na we can enter the world stage, okay, let's up our standards as we should. We can't be happy with like, yes, we made it. We can coast now.
Oo. Tsaka kasi, when it comes to Italy, this is a legacy team, kumbaga, na a legacy in the sense na they know how to play the World Cup talaga. Na we can't just, ano lang naman, first game pala naman. No, we don't have time for that. We really cannot afford na parang, tambak tayo ng 20. It's the World Cup. Wala tayong, we don't have that much luck.
Well, would we say to Chot Reyes' credit? No, not to his credit, more of the coach back then was Coach Yang Giao. And would we say he didn't have any ample preparation before? But more, I don't know, like hindi natin alam yung what happened behind the scenes, right? Kasi sudden lang rin yung pagpasok ni Coach Yang nung time na yun eh. It was supposed to be Coach Chot, but we all know what happened about dun sa Australia, Philippines, craziness. So, ang daming suspend. We had to pull players left and right.
Yeah.
But that's where we were able to see, like, if we were gonna put a silver lining dun sa 46-point beating natin. So, we found guys like CJ Perez who just showed up, right? Like he tied Andre Blatch when it comes to production sa points. But at least kita mo na, okay, this guy has the balls to keep up with the Italians, get his stuff. So with that one, Carl, when it comes to Italy, knowing that they have, sabihin natin wala nga si Gallinari and Bellinelli, Nico, Mannion, Fontecchio, and who else? You think it could be closer?
Ano pa?
Sino pa?
I think si Marcos Piso yata. I think if he's playing.
Yeah, hindi rin ako familiar with how. Well, then again, iba yung Azzurri. They talk about Italy, right? They have one of the best names, the Azzurri. Or
very Italian name.
No, Italian name.
Very fancy.
Oh, the Azzurri. Parang kontrabida sa isang no?
For us, for the Filipinos, yeah, they will.
PTSD ako. Nico, may PTSD ako. I stayed up to watch that game up to the second quarter lang. I actually, start ng second quarter, stop na ako nung nakita ko nang yung score was 38 something to 5. Parang, di ba parang ganun? Yung score? First quarter.
Yeah.
And may PTSD pa rin ako up to now. Kaya, but, I mean, we want to be proven wrong, right? We want, of course, we want the Philippines to win.
Of course.
Get a sweep. Hopefully. But it's gonna be hard for us, right? Even without Paolo Banchero. Sana hirap na sabihin na sana within 10 points lang no? Kasi we want to win, di ba? We di na uubra yung moral victory, but would we say, well, since this is the matchup na hindi ako aasa, but of course if you win, that's fine. So that's Italy. Sabihin natin 0-1 na tayo. How about the Dominican Republic? People are saying, Carl, that the Dominican Republic may chance daw. May chance in everything. It can be argued though.
Yeah.
That the Dominican Republic, it can be argued that we have a better chance it can be argued that we have a better chance sa Italy than sa Dominican Republic. And why? Ito yung nakita ko lang kanina. Why? Medyo soundbite, yes, but hear me out. So the Dominican Republic, they played in the FIBA Americas. So Americas, right? They're the reason why Argentina didn't qualify for the World Cup. The number 3 team in the world lost to a Dominican Republic team with no NBA player dun sa roster. So their main guy was Gene Montero, number 3, 19 years old, played clutch minutes for Dominican Republic against Argentina. And the rest of the guys here, like Eloy Vargas, Angel Delgado. Checking the names here on the FIBA website, wala yung mga names na minention na magko-commit. Carl Anthony Towns, Dominican Republic. Carl Anthony Towns, Al Horford, and Chris Duarte. And those are just the 3 guys I know about. There could be more Dominican Republic players who might just say like, oh, I'm game. And they beat an Argentinian team with guys like Gabriel Deck, who was part of the OKC Thunder. Facundo Campazzo, Denver. We all know about Facundo Campazzo, especially mga nagka-cards dyan. Campazzo na naman! And yun yung mga NBA players na naglaro for during that time nung FIBA qualifiers. So, this is a scary team. That you beat Argentina with a proven system, a team that has been in the World Cup since 1982, the 80s, and to missing it after 30 plus years. So, you put in Cat, Horford, Duarte. Parang mas maano pa nga. On paper, mas malakas ang Dominican Republic sa Italy.
Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised kasi the thing na medyo nakakatakot about Dominican Republic is they play relatively fast, if I can say, if I can put that correctly.
They have young legs. Those are young legs.
Yeah, and kasi I'm just looking at the roster na allegedly current roster based on their Wikipedia, no. Supposedly, allegedly, ang captain nila is Victor Liz, who is at
Victor Liz was
at 20 years old. Paano magiging captain 20, bro?
So Victor Liz.
20 years old, bro.
Ay, wait. Victor Liz is ano pala? Victor Liz is 36. Si Gene Montero yung 19.
Si Gene ang 19.
Gene Montero is 20. So tama lang na ano. I think na-mix up ng Wikipedia.
Na-mix up ng Wikipedia. Pero Gene Montero is still young.
20. Gene Montero is 20.
Terrifyingly young.
Imagine mo yung youngest player sa squad mo yung tumalo, yung naging reason bakit nyo nahabol yung Argentina down 17. In a crucial game, who will get into the World Cup? 19 years old di ba? Yung kaya mag-will sa team mo na, babalik tayo. Meron mo tayo as young na ganun sa roster natin ngayon? I mean,
na sobrang take charge scorer talaga.
Na sobrang take, wala tayong ganun.
I don't think may willing tayo outside of Jordan Clarkson if he ever does play.
How old is he? I think Clarkson's 33, right? 32? Alam ko 30 Clarkson.
Yeah, pero hindi kasi siya sustainable eh. Alam mo yun? Like, he can put up buckets, pero at the same time, 33, parang hindi siya It's not that I'm knocking against Jordan Clarkson. It's just the reality of the situation.
Yeah, we should be realistic.
Hindi ka pwede mag-rely sa kanya eh. You can't rely on him every single game all the way to the World Cup. Tapos you're going to ask him to defend the whole time? Hindi. There has to be someone na bata na willing to take on the charge na win or lose, sige, kasalanan ko to. Alam mo yun, like you need that player kasi. Sino ba? CJ Perez? I don't think so. I'm not so sure yet.
And actually, Carl, din talaga it's more of something that we don't talk about as much, the media doesn't talk about, is how much can Jordan Clarkson buy into the system of Coach Chot Reyes? What we saw sa Lebanon, when Arakji was there, we were over-reliant on Jordan Clarkson. I'm sorry, we were really reliant on him. I don't see much set plays going on over there. It's more of, screen kay Clarkson, pull up siya. And buti nag-init siya nun. Kaya close yung game. What if na matsyempuhan, ang sama ng laro niya? Di ba? I don't think that game would have been close with Lebanon. Yeah. And so actually, singit ko na rin to since we're talking about the Philippines group. The Philippines will have a US training camp. Kasi request daw ni Jordan Clarkson to train there. They're gonna do their scrimmages there daw, Carl. And the reason before why we're not doing it in Europe, sabi ng ibang tao, bakit hindi sa Europe, is because the World Cup will not be hosted there. Remember before, di ba, the reason nag-Europe, kasi Spain yung World Cup noon. So logistical things rin, ba't tayo pupunta rin Europe? Di wala naman dun eh. Nag-ubos kayo
Oo.
na oras. Might as well, adjust na lang tayo kay Jordan Clarkson kasi we want to have a lot of practice time with him. Sige, punta tayo US. I mean, the US camp naman, with or without Clarkson, gawin rin naman regardless eh. So,
Yeah.
it's a matter of when will they go to the US. Kasi may
Yes.
Southeast Asian Games pa tayo na minamadali yung, yung practice. But then again, that's a commitment from both ends, right? Not just on the coaching staff. I mean, players were in the PBA, mga nag-finals and everything. A good chunk of our pool were in the finals. So, Southeast Asian Games, titingnan na natin. It's gonna start in a few days for basketball, right? 2 to 3 days.
Yep.
And then, may Asian Games pa. So, ang daming mangyayari. I mean, maganda siyang tune-up for the World Cup. Pero, ang difference, Carl, pala by then, naisip ko lang din was that our Philippine team back then that went to the World Cup had continuity. The roster that we saw nung FIBA Asia Championship was the same, save for Marcus Doutet. Di ba?
Yes. Yes. I think it's very important na may succession, may quote-unquote may succession tayo kasi when it comes to basketball, you have to have those ano yung term? Yung mga natitira from the past batches kasi
the remnants
there's a way of playing in the World Cup kasi of the international stages na sina Gabe Norwood lang will be able to describe, sina yun lang will be able to describe. Even si Jimmy Alapag, for sure may maiiwan siya sana with the players. Kung there was a plan of succession, kung sino talaga yung players na nakikitinig na natin way back as players for the now. Kasi I think yun yung kulang sa Philippines team when it comes to international basketball preparation. Kasi when we look at Italy, when we look at the Dominican Republic, hell, even when you look at Angola, may somewhat line of succession sila eh. Like may mga holdovers sila from the past teams or at least kahit bangko sila or whatever, they were able to experience yung the whole thing with the main team in their previous campaigns. And that's a big thing kasi sa basketball kasi hindi naman pwedeng puro physicals ka lang. There's also the mental aspect of things. So when you don't have those veterans who can tell you, oh, ganito yung ginawa namin nung nasa World Cup kami. Kasi may iba-ibang rules yan eh. As Pinoys would like to point out, ibang rules ng NBA sa FIBA, sa PBA.
Iba.
Diba? We always like to point that out. So, alam mo yun, there's those certain kinds of mga small, very, very minor, allegedly minor details na may alam lang talaga is yung mga veterans. So, it is worrying na yung plan of succession natin for this World Cup is basically non-existent. Pero at the same time, alam mo yun, wala eh. As fans, you just have to trust in the powers that be, that they make the right choices, they make the right calls. Kasi this is very crucial for us. We especially when against, Dominican Republic, walang Cat, walang Horford. Potentially, wala ring Banchero. Ay, sorry. Italian para sa Banchero. I was thinking of
Duarte.
Chris Duarte.
Wala pa ng announcement. Wala pa naman ata announcement.
Wala pa. Pero alam mo, like you have to be ready for everything.
Yeah, you have to assume the worst na maglalaro sila.
Assume the worst talaga.
Actually, tambak tayo sa Dominican Republic nung coach tab pa, diba? 94-67 ba yun? But then again, that was a different roster. That was a college team masquerading as a Philippine national team delegate. But boy, did we give Serbia a fight back then.
Yeah, we tried naman eh. We tried talaga during that time. Pero ayun nga, going back to the World Cup, it is worrying against the Dominican Republic. When you factor in the young gun Gene Montero, I'm very, very afraid. I don't like how this group has panned out for us just yet.
Yun nga eh, kasi
I don't like it.
If you check the results of the Dominican Republic, walang NBA players. You bested the tried and tested programs. Matatakot ako doon. Kasi not everything is like now just because walang NBA player, madali. Hindi na ganun eh. It's more of ano yung na-continue ng team na to, how long have they known each other, how long have they known the system, how long na nagko-coach to dyan. So ang daming factors eh. So realistically, what do you think about our chances with Dominican Republic? Actually, who are you gonna put in front of Cat and Al Horford? Say they play. So Kai Soto's number 1. Yun na yung number 1. Who's the second one na ilalagay mo? I wanted a Balti. I wanted Justin Baltazar, a guy that's long, try to
Actually,
disrupt
I
them.
wouldn't. I would stick someone na parang kailangan natin ng medyo Jared Vanderbilt yung laro.
Jared
When I was
Vanderbilt
thinking that,
laro. Sino nga
parang
ba?
si Balti na talaga yun eh.
Balti na talaga
And
eh.
in
Pero,
the in the immediate team ha, based on the names na most likely to play for the World Cup,
because Japet's old.
parang Japet.
Japet
Let's
is
be
banged
honest,
up.
Japet is it's time for him to retire from the international.
Yeah, I feel so. I
We
mean,
have to be honest about it. As
not
much as I love
discrediting.
him and his
He's amazing.
achievements, hindi na pwede. We just have to move forward now. It has to be no. Wala
Definitely.
si
Yun
Balti
nga eh.
lang talaga eh.
We need like, yun nga eh, ganong type na,
Mm.
okay, you're giving up, with Kai already giving up size. In terms of mass, rather, the height, kaya niya sabayan, okay. It's really tough. Tapos like sa front court sila, sa guards, kaya natin makipagsabayan eh. Kaya natin mapagsabayan. Sa front court, it's a matter of, will Dominican Republic change the way they play? Just because Kat or Horford are there, or they will just be pieces in the cog, the wheel, di ba?
Yeah.
That they would try to run. So I wanted a guy like Balti. So I'm sure for those who are listening, you can comment who you think. So, for sure ngayon, di lang naman maisip right now. Kasi knowing the lineup, sino ba ilalagay? Junmar, Japet. Yun yung usual, di ba? Yung unang pumapasok sa utak natin. Mike Phillips is all, like, we're just looking at the SEA Games roster right now. Mike Phillips is very Rodman-like. Again, what you said, a Vanderbilt-like. But is he ready to be thrust into that stage? Or at least, depende how much, paano siya, how would you say this, yung get into the good graces of a Coach Chot Reyes. I'm sure magagamit si Mike. We're undersized sa SEA Games, which is so weird to say right now, considering the SEA Games, usually like, gold tayo dyan.
Yeah.
So,
ano rin
court natin.
I think nakaka-worry din yung SEA Games for a lot of Pinoys. Kasi I think a lot of them are thinking, what I've seen sa comment section recently, parang parang masyado nating nilalaro yung SEA Games parang hindi na mahalaga. Yun yung comments na nakikita ko
Yun yung mga comments. But
I
feel like,
it's not me personally. It's just that for them to start thinking in that, there's something wrong, I would say. Kasi parang nararamdaman nila yung disrespect ng ibang Pinoy fans. Nararamdaman nila yung disrespect for the SEA Games na parang, SEA Games lang yan, doesn't matter. Mas mahalaga yung World Cup. No, it has to be equal eh. Kasi you want to provide excellence across the board. We preach about doing the best effort every single time we go out of the floor. Tapos ganun. So I can kind of understand where they're coming from. Pero at the same time, I don't think naman na ini-easy lang ng Gilas itong SEA Games. So let's just hope na it pans out perfectly for us this time. Kasi last time was a very, very disappointing outcome.
So, Dominican Republic, if Kat and Al Horford play, it's gonna be a tough task. Ayaw naman sabihin na 0-2 eh, pero if they don't play, if both of them don't play, like sabihin si Chris Duarte lang, I want to give the edge to the Philippines. Sana, like, ito yung most winnable game natin out of all the countries na nakasama natin sa group stage. But if Kat and Horford are there, dasal na lang.
Actually, alam mo, I was going to say something. I was going to go opposite with you. Na
Ano ba?
kung maglalaro si Kat at si Horford,
Mas
think mas may chance pa tayo.
Uwe, kasi dahil
I would think
familiarity nila.
Other than that kasi, when it comes to Horford and Towns kasi, mas slower yung pace nila.
Okay.
In the NBA that's one thing. Pero at the same time, alam mo yun, pwede sila hindi naman sila nagiging relied upon scorers eh. Kasi the way international teams do it when they have NBA players of this caliber, hindi sila ginagawang crutch eh. Ginagawa lang silang pyesa. So, pero when it comes to Towns and Horford, the very, very skilled big men, I think we can compete there in a way. Pero yung pace talaga, I think magsuslow eh. Oo. We will have enough bodies to bother them, I would say. Pero it's just that, I think yung pace eh. If they play, I think mas may chance pa nga tayo manalo if they play.
That's good.
It's not me being delusional.
Good insight.
It's just what I've seen from Towns and Horford playing. Kasi
They
sa
will slow
Boston,
it down.
expect mo naman si Horford eh. Expect mo na si Horford mabagal eh. So they just put him on the side, they put him on the corners, corner three, occasional post for Horford. That's a normal thing. For Towns, ano siya, he's a post up, back down the ball guy with the occasional three-pointer. So I think if they both play, I would say mas may chance talaga eh.
That makes sense.
I
That
would
makes
say.
sense.
I
Considering
would say they
that
do.
the Dominican Republic loves to run. So if you change
Mm-hmm.
your identity, it could be a factor na hindi sila sanay. Like, this is not how we play. We have to adjust. So you're banking on that one.
Yeah,
So I would
potentially.
say, because Cat doesn't play for the Dominican Republic. Like, for the seniors level, he hasn't played in a while. Last time he played for the Dominicana Republica was when juniors, under 18, under 16. Yun yung last time naglaro si Cat. So, it could go either way, actually. Good one, Carl. I didn't see it that way. Great insight there. So, I think we're 1-1. So, Angola.
Yeah, sige. Lahat naman.
Ay, look at Angola. Is Bruno Fernando lang yung alam kong dito, NBA player. They love to slow it down, I think, for Angola. And ito yung realistic talaga. We just lost before by 3 points. And this is yung World Cup team that time was built hastily since yung nga daming injured. Those are some of the guys here sa roster ito were not our first options, but we had no choice. And this was an Andre Blatch that's this was last year competing for the Philippines, right? In 2019 na yan, yung World Cup na yan. Kasi he was already not in prime condition compared to the Andre Blatch that we saw back in Spain. That was slender, quick, the big man, 6'11", So, ikaw, Cara, what do you think about Angola here? The most one, right? We have our home crowd.
To quote the great Charles Barkley, I don't know much about Angola, pero shit, I think Angola's in trouble. De joke. Hindi naman sa ganong levels na US basketball, pero hindi naman sa level of dominance na US basketball of Angola na experience. It's just that alam mo yun, like this is Angola, this should be beatable. Quote, specific term should be beatable.
Like, ito yung team na we have the better chance of winning. Kumbaga, gano'n. 60-40 for the Philippines, not the other way around.
At least on paper, favorite tayo. I would say, I would think. Wala pa ako nakikita odds for this game so far. Pero I would think na yung when it comes to the games itself, I would think na nasa atin yung favor. Kasi other than the name Bruno Fernando, who else would Filipinos know about? Diba? Pero at the same time, this is still a solid team that likes to slow it down. Na can be worrisome for the Philippines if they really emphasize their presence inside the paint and can also make their occasional three-pointers. So again, never
underestimate any team.
Your opponent ever.
Especially in the World Cup. Lahat to nag-qualify for a reason, di ba? Hindi naman to
these are the 32 best countries in the world.
Yes.
Now. So, regardless kung ano pang pangalan ng country mo, whether it's Trinidad and Tobago or whatever that may be, or even Madagascar, it does not matter. Nasa World Cup kayo for a reason. So, Angola, as much as people would like to discredit their accomplishments around the world, because I've seen basketball circles around the world talking about it as well. Sabi nila, if Angola is going to be an easy day for the Philippines, it's not going to be an easy fight.
Not an easy day.
It's going to be winnable.
It's gonna be close. I feel like if you beat them 4-5-3, down to the wire.
I would say parang yung last time out, sorry. Yung 3 points, I would say it's going to be around that range na. Mga 1-2.
Ang lang ng game na yun, minalasan talaga tayo sa shots.
Yeah.
And and that's not our first team. That's not our first team. Kaya parang medyo bias, Pilipino kami. Kaya ganito yung namin. But checking the roster, the kind of preparation we're gonna have, we'll be more prepared. Definitely. When we face Angola, we have a Jordan Clarkson who's in peak condition. Starter nga shot times for Utah, di ba? Starter siya ngayon for Utah. And it doesn't look like he's gonna slow down. And that's what it's not much to talk about Angola anymore. We have the better ranking by 1. We're higher than Angola pala when it comes to the FIBA ranking. We're 40, they're 41.
Okay.
They're 41.
Yun. Easy.
40
Ibig
and
sabihin,
14.
panalo na kagad. The joke
Hindi,
lang. The joke lang.
may mag-crop nito.
Wala pa. Gary ako.
Ano naman sa Twitter.
Oo nga pala. Okay lang yun. Bala na.
Bahala na. But I mean, would we to cap this off, would you say masya-shock ka pag makalusot tayo sa group na to?
60-40 magugulat ako.
60-40.
60-40, 70-30, mga ganun. It's not because I'm trying to discredit the Filipinos. It's just that ang saklap eh. Medyo masaklap yung pagkakadraw natin.
But it's not the group of death. They're
it's
far
not
worse.
It's not it. It's not I don't think it's going to be a 0-3 outing for the Philippines. At best, I think it's a 2-1. At worst, I would say it's a 1-2. Yun lang. Well, malamang obvious, 4 lang yung teams. So yun lang talaga eh. But I don't think it's going to be a 0-3 appearance for the Philippines. Hindi naman naaabot sa ganun, I would say. Nico, what do you think?
Feel ko 1 and 2, but the optimism in me. If we're going with what you said, if Carl first if sobrang first name basis si Kat, and if Kat and Horford somehow disrupt the usual flow on how Dominican Republic plays, kaya natin sila talunin kasi tayo hindi naman tayo mag-change ang identity. Whatever Coach Chot has been doing, that's gonna be it na till that day. And alam mo naman, Carl, na you cannot just insert superstars in a roster. Bawal mo lang sila bagsakin and expect it's gonna be flawless, right? So we're backing on that thinking. Well, for Italy, not thinking about it, I don't think we're gonna get destroyed by 40, but we can make it close. I feel like the way we did, because it's not the same guys. Because Gallinari and Bellinelli play like NBA superstars whenever they're with Italy. For some reason, they just turn on the switch. Nasaan to sa NBA pag nasa fantasy kayo? But you know how these guys play for their country. They play with pride. And I'm just glad hindi natin kasama Serbia. Kasi yun yung talaga. Yun yung talagang you can't bullshit your way around Serbia. Kahit anong sabihin natin dito, yun yung tipong, Carl, 50 o 60 points. Yan tayo matatalo. Yung sa Italy, hopeful pa ako eh. Hopeful pa ako. Just because of the roster. Not as formidable ng Azzurri that we saw back in 2019. But yeah, this is the podcast episode for the prediction for the Philippines. Carl, you would say would you say the Philippines, just to cap this off, would you say the Philippines will go through or not? Like, top of mind.
Oh no!
Yes or no?
No. Maka-cancel ako. No. I'm not positive about it, honestly. I'm not super positive about it. Kinakabahan ako sa totoo lang.
I would say I'm 50-50. I'll go for the yes, just to not get cats. But then again, may pag-asa talaga ako eh. May pag-asa talaga ako.
Oo naman.
May pag-asa ako. So it's a yes and a no.
Sa akin lang kasi
situational talaga eh. Situational.
Kasi dyan sa yes or no na it's just that napaasa na ako ng Philippine team masyado maraming beses.
Yung sa Spain, wala namang tayong expectations. Yung Spain, wala namang expectations.
Hindi necessarily sa World Cup. It's just that in general.
Our team parang, just as a whole.
Okay. Parang hindi pa rin. Ano ba to? Parang ganun yung feeling ba?
If Filipino ka sanay ka na sa heartbreak.
Medyo pessimistic na ako about it. At the same time. Quietly optimistic ako. Pero right now, yung basketball mind na gumagana sa akin. It's like, yeah. Medyo wala to. At just using my head. Pero with my heart, syempre, I'm hoping na we get a 2-1 para makasucceed tayo the next round.
Well, we still got April, May, June. We got 5 months to prepare.
Yeah.
Well, technically 3 kasi may Southeast Asian Games, may Asian Games pa. And when I mean by prepare, that's having the full squad. So we got 3 months to prepare. let's just hope that that's enough for us to advance to the knockout stages. Yung group of 16 na yun, di ba? Yun yung the final 16. Anyway, everybody, those listening to the Six Man Podcast on Spotify, give us a 5-star rating. And the one on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the algorithm. And I'll discuss with Carl again. We're gonna have a conversation again. I think we're gonna see if we can create a episode more centered around on if we can make it to the Olympics naman. Kasi that will need a bit of preparation from our end. We need to check the different group stages sa mga Asian teams. Just a bit of research before we hop onto that next episode. We're gonna plan that soon, hopefully next week or this weekend. Since that conversation is also a good one, the Olympics for 2024. But we're gonna get there hopefully next week. Everybody, thank you so much. Carl, thank you again, bro. See you guys. Peace.
Ingat, ingat.